Hey guys, I'm Alana Lowe's and welcome back to Moval's YouTube channel. Today we're talking all about parking permits and whether you need it to book it for your removalist on your moving day. If you're living in inner city of any of the major cities across Australia, you might just need to look into whether or not you need to book a parking permit. You might have clearways, no parking spots, narrow, small streets, and you may be required to get a parking permit. You want to be able to park the truck as close as you can to your place, where you're loading it and where you're unloading as well. So you don't want to be ferrying your items 2, 3, 4 blocks away, backwards and forwards, because that's going to cost you extra time and extra money with your removalist. And I want to share with you all the information that you need if you need to book a permit for your removalist truck. Stay tuned, I'm giving you all the details next. Parking permit requirements will vary from state to state. Depending on which removalist company that you book with, they may pay for it on your behalf and just charge it back to you, or you will be asked to get it for them and on their behalf. But it's good to get a really good idea visually of what the streets look like. Are they small streets? Are they clearways? You can use Google Maps, which can help you determine what signage there is at the front of your house. Or you can talk to one of our move specialists and they will be able to help look at that for you as well and advise you on any requirements that you might need for a parking permit. I've popped a link down the bottom here that links you directly to our blog, which has all the different state requirements and the links to get you there to apply for the permit. The type of permit that you're going to need to apply for will differ from state to state. For instance, if you're in Sydney, you're required to get a tradesperson permit or a residential permit that will allow you to park on the street. To avoid any surprises on moving day, look into this whether or not you need a permit at least 10 to 12, 14 days prior to your moving date, because it could take that long before the permit to actually be approved. On any knockbacks or having to, cart furniture 2, 3, 4 blocks away because your removalist truck can't park right at the front. Perth has very clear guidelines for parking removalist trucks inside the inner city. You also need to make sure that you apply with at least 2 days notice, as they will not accept any late applications. Adelaide also has a number of restrictions when it comes to applying for a temporary parking permit. The best way, like I said before, is jumping onto Google Maps and seeing what signage, what clearways, what no parking zones are required for the place where you're moving from or whether you're moving to. It's not just the major cities that you need to consider. Smaller regional areas and cities will have restrictions on certain streets, so it's best to check with your local government that you're moving from or moving to make sure that there are no restrictions where you're moving. In all cases, it's always best to weigh up the cost of what the parking permit is going to cost you with closer, easier access to your properties versus the removalist having to ferry items to and from you, maybe 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks away. But it's always best just to weigh up all those costs and all the different scenarios. And happy moving!